Hello ladies, gentlemen, and persons in between. My name is Tim Snowborn, and I'm here to talk about how we prioritize our values on this American Values episode of Serious Issues. Hello, it's great to see you all again. Yes, I am back for my first summer video. I've been getting my summer on, having a lot of fun learning Adobe Character Animator and working on kind of a parody mashup music video kind of thing that's hopefully going to be coming out soon. But I didn't want to, I told you that I wanted to continue doing these political videos, and I decided I'm going to try to release at least one a month. Possibly more, because I don't know, at least one, because I've got some other things that I want to talk about. As I said before, I did a lot of thinking about some things back in Minnesota that I want to do videos about, and so here is the first one. What I want to talk about today is called value rigidity. This is when you have problems prioritizing your values and reevaluating how important things are. It's a concept I was introduced to in the book Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. The example the author gave is called the South Indian monkey trap. The way the trap works is they hollow out a coconut and tie it to a stake. There's a hole in the coconut and they put in some rice. Now the hole is small enough for the monkey to fit its hand in when it's closed and empty like this, but it's too small for the monkey to take their hand back out when it's full of rice. So the monkey reaches in and grabs the rice, and then it can't get away without letting go of the rice. So the trap depends on value rigidity for its effectiveness. The monkey has to realize that letting go of the rice is better than being caught. The only way the monkey gets caught is if it decides that holding on to the rice is more important than getting away. And I think there's a lesson to be learned there concerning human values as well. Now I'm a liberal, so I'm obviously biased to the left. It's easier for me to see the value rigidity in conservatives than in liberals. If you are a conservative watching this, by all means give me an example of value rigidity from the left. But for now, let me give you an example of value rigidity on the right. I did a video a couple of months ago about whether or not Americans even want to be happy. And let's face it, I was really talking about conservatives. Because it seems like conservatives just don't want the things that would make their lives better. They don't seem to want affordable health care. They don't seem to want better wages. They don't seem to want more time off and benefits. They don't seem to want sick leave, maternity leave, etc. Now, I was being a bit facetious when I said all that. I assume that conservatives actually do want affordable health care, better wages, more time off, etc. But there are other things that they value more than that. Namely, they don't want the government involved in anything except defending our borders, and they don't want unions. Conservatives don't want universal health care because they don't want the government involved in the healthcare system. Many of them have actually convinced themselves that universal health care doesn't work, as if our system works better. These conservatives are okay with going bankrupt trying to pay their medical bills when someone gets seriously ill or injured. They're okay with that. They're okay with tens of millions of Americans not being insured at all. As far as they're concerned, if you can't afford health care, you don't deserve health care because pro-life or whatever. Conservatives have somehow convinced themselves that our prohibitively expensive and dubiously effective healthcare system is the way it should be because they do not want the government involved in healthcare. That is their priority. The priority is no government involvement. That is more important to them than everyone having access to affordable healthcare. This is where the value rigidity comes in. They are unable to reevaluate their priorities. Not having government involved, more important than everyone having access to affordable health care. And then again, there's things like better wages, better benefits, and more time off. I assume conservatives do indeed want those things, but again, there's a higher priority at work here, and that is, we don't want unions. Wealthy Fortune 500 CEOs have successfully paid conservative pundits and the Republican Party to demonize unions. And I'm not saying there isn't anything to complain about unions. Some unions had their problems. But if unions had their problems, the solution should have been to fix unions instead of throwing them out entirely. Let's not throw the benefits out with the bathwater, okay? And so there's the value rigidity. We hate unions, more important than higher wages and better benefits. Conservatives don't seem to realize that your boss isn't going to give you more money or better benefits out of the kindness of his heart. But conservatives don't seem to want a better life for themselves and their children. They're not interested in the benefits that unions used to bring. This inability to reevaluate what's important to them is what keeps conservatives and the rest of America down. You can have affordable health care, better wages and benefits at your job, or you can continue voting for the Republicans who do not want you to have those things. Alright, that's all for now. I'm going to get back to work on these other videos that I told you about. If there are any conservatives out there watching, I would appreciate an example of liberals not being able to reevaluate their priorities to get the things that they want, something that we value more than what we say we value. Do you think conservatives do want affordable health care, higher wages, better benefits, etc.? Or do you think they just enjoy their suffering? What are some other examples of value rigidity that you see on either side of the aisle, or both? Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. I hope that you will subscribe and join me for future conversations, and check out my previous videos for more. If you are a current subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you joining me again. I really appreciate all your continued support, guys. Thank you. Have a great summer, guys. Take care.